So, what kind of care for what needs? Informal caregiver needs for support often remain unmet because they have difficulties finding the appropriate services and because professional care appears insufficiently attuned to informal caregivers' needs according to research. So, nobody makes you ready to become a caregiver. You know very little of the formal resources that are available, and there is a lot of difficulty planning ahead. So caregivers themselves report a lack of preparedness to provide care. Providing support to informal caregivers is very crucial and is also very crucial because in this way we can increase their well-being and prevent serious caregiver burden. Also, there is a lot of discrepancy among the expectations between caregivers and professionals, and this results to a lack of participation in decision making. Many times, professionals, due to lack of resources, due to lack of time or other factors as well, they exclude the caregiver from the care plan, and this results in a condition where a caregiver has to deal with an increased burden and the person with dementia is often isolated. What we've seen from the barriers and facilitators involving informal caregivers is often the lack of communication in general between them. It's very important to understand the triadic role between the person with dementia, her or his family members, and the professionals. It's very important that all the system works well to the benefit of all the stakeholders. There is a lot of research saying that informal caregivers often made the job easier for the professional. Also, a lot of research emphasizes that professional care is impossible to maintain without informal caregivers. Many times, unhelpful expectations lead to unhelpful behavior, and many times, very little things make a difference. What Larry Davidson called microaggressions and microaffirmations are very important to the person with dementia and his family members to establish a trust that is between all the members of the triadic system. Many times, professionals find it easier to instrumentalize the caregiver's needs instead of providing emotional support, and thus the caregiver becomes a quasi-professional. What this means is that many times professionals emphasize the technicality of the situation, leaving behind the emotional needs of the caregiver. This can have some short-term benefits, but in the long run is very destructive to the whole system. Let's focus on empowerment now. What does it mean to empower the caregiver? Empowering the caregiver is a process that professionals can facilitate. Power is not something that can be given. Power can be taken. And we can facilitate empowerment for caregivers by involving them in the care. There are experts by experience and experts by training. It's very important to respect and understand the experience that the caregivers carry and actually to involve them in the care process. Participating in dementia care can be found in different roles. One role is the manager worker, where the professional actually coaches the caregiver to deliver the hard work. The second way of working is the co-worker role. This is a process where caregiver and professional work in tandem, both in theory and practice. This is very important because in this way, the caregiver can understand how to deliver better care and actually work along the professional. There is a very important paradigm that we see in Holland and other countries about peer support workers. That is something that is widely implemented in different fields. Peer support working means that we involve as a team member the person with the experience.